Right guys, so as you can probably tell by the title of this video, we're going to be doing a review of something that, you know, I wear every time I'm on the bike, every time that I'm, you know, well, pretty much ever near the bike, but yeah. We're reviewing this pair of underwear I got. Yeah, we're sponsored now by Tannies. No, I wish I was fucking sponsored. No, we're going to be reviewing this, the AGV K1 helmet. So, roll that intro. Right, so this is the AGV K1. In case you're wondering what the colourway is called, it's called the Edge 46 because, you know, Valentino Rossi is a guy apparently. Right, let's quickly run through specs. So this is AGV K1. It is ECE 22.05 approved, DOT approved. I don't think it is SNEL approved, so sorry Americans, but it is ACU Gold approved. So if you're in the UK or somewhere that does accept ACU Gold ratings, you can take this on track. From Sharp, this has a 4-star rating, so it's good all round pretty much. It is a thermoplastic shell with a multi-density EPS foam, so then that can absorb small impacts and big impacts. It has a double D-ring fastening. It also has an active chin vent, which has a toggle on the inside. It also has 3 active vents on the forehead, and it has on the spoiler a couple of passive exhausts. This visor is quite tall. It comes with a clear visor, pin lock ready. It also has a 190 degree view. So what I want you to do is I want you to get your 2 fingers like that, and from about there, bring it back. As soon as you stop seeing your fingers, that's how wide the visor is. You can see everything. It has no visor lock, however it does have interchangeable visor opening mechanisms, so you can change it from Tour, Race and City. I currently have it at City, which gives me this little gap along the bottom, and then open. The open is a little bit fiddly, but and then Race is open or closed. Tour is sort of an in between of the City and the Race, and it comes fitted as standard. It's got a quick release visor mechanism on it as well, so it's easy to change out visors. It does not come with a pin lock in the box, so you have to buy that. It has pockets for speakers, which may need a little bit of modification. Also has a removable Dry-Tex liner, so that will wick away moisture, keep you cool. The medium is 1,500 grams according to AGV. For a plain colour, so that's black, white and then another black, I think it's gloss, it is £150 from Sports Sweat Shop. For a graphical design it is 160, and then for a Rossi graphic it is 180, with the exclusion of this Edge 46, which is actually £127 if I remember correctly. This also has an intermediate oval head shape, so any of you round bastards are going to find this a little bit uncomfortable. Long oval, probably a bit uncomfortable, but if you fit in an Icon, you're more than likely going to fit in this. This does have sort of slight indents in the cheek pads to allow you to wear these if you're a blind bastard like me. That's the spec. So if that's what you're here for, you can fuck off now. Let's get into some other stuff as well before we begin on, you know, the opinion piece, the scary bit. First off, wearing with glasses is very, very good. I will not lie. It's a lot better than my LS2 Vector. Obviously you need to buy the right size as well, so I'd recommend going into a shop and trying this on. If you can find a K3 or a K5, I think it's sort of around the same sort of shape. Now what would happen with my LS2 Vector was, even though it was the right size, the helmet would just like that when you're going above 30, so it made it so uncomfortable to wear glasses, and I just used to not wear glasses with it. Now with this, because it's really comfortable, I can wear glasses. Cheek pads they break in pretty much instantly. However, you do get a little bit of chipmunk cheek. That's because, you know, this is ultimately a race helmet. It's, you know, it's not for comfort, it's for safety and style. This dark visor is completely fucking illegal, but you probably know that. No, dark visor from Sports Shop, I believe, is 55 quid, and then the pin lock I have in here was 16 quid at the time, but I think it's gone back up to 25. So if you have two visors, you know, a dark one and a clear one, and then both have pin locks in, you're going to be set back about nearest damn it 100 quid, if not more, if you don't buy at the right times or find discounts or whatever. For a fully, you know, race ready helmet that you can also wear on the daily, it's going to be quite expensive. You're going to be putting out about 260 quid if you go for the rustic graphics, so you know, it's a bit expensive. But then it's going to be the same with most helmets. If you buy something like a Shaky, it's going to be even fucking worse. This is obviously a race helmet, so it's more designed for a canted forward, but because of the tall visor, it does enable you to ride it on like this, an upright naked bike, and then you can still tuck in and see perfectly. One that I do have about the visor is that they are so fucking good. Seriously, I think the 50 quid for it is worth it, because it's optically fucking perfect. AGV, you got it spot on, lads. Or ladettes. Or ladits. I've seen some reviews of this helmet, and one thing that does come up sometimes is people find sometimes is that the top joint for the crown liner, the Velcro can sometimes be noticeable and can sometimes itch against your head. I haven't found that unless I put the helmet on stupidly fast or whatever, but that's just something to be aware of. When you're going along at speed, when you don't have, you know, all the fucking camera shot that I do on here, there's literally, even on this windy fucking naked bike, there's no helmet shaking, there's no instability. It's perfect. Like, I reckon this will be a really good first track helmet. Like, not going for the 600-700 quid track helmets or whatever, even the 1,000 quid ones. 150 quid can get you a real nice helmet that is going to protect you on track and you can easily wear every day, as I do. Vents are middling, I'd say. The chin vent is massive. It's, you know, sort of massive vents, and they work really, really well. You get a ton of airflow all over your face. Forehead vents, better than my LS2, but not as noticeable as I would like. With how hot and humid it's been recently, I would like slightly larger forehead vents, but I appreciate that they're there. They probably do help a hell of a lot. The exhaust on the spoiler, you don't really notice the effect of them too much, but your head doesn't get too stuffy most of the time. It's only when it's like humid and you close all the vents up that it gets quite humid or whatever, but then after a while it does go. It's like for the exhaust to work properly, there needs to be airflow, but if you're going along or whatever, there's going to be airflow. Visor seal is a bit iffy at times, because most of the time does shut out rain, but if you have to have your visor cracked open a little bit because you don't have a pin lock installed, or it's just way too humid, you might find rain occasionally coming in through the top. What's the fit of this like? Well, obviously it's a long oval, and as far as I can, intermediate oval, my apologies. As far as I'm aware, I'm an intermediate oval, and it fits fucking perfectly. I was a large in LS2 and I'm a large in this, but you know, you always need to check it out, try it on in the store, make sure that it's not going to be, you know, there's not going to be like any hot spots or whatever on your forehead, or you know, just on your cheeks or whatever. How is this for wearing it for a long time? Without an intercom in here, you know, just trying to shove everything in, really, really comfortable. The helmet hugs your face quite well, and it's not, as I said earlier, it's aerodynamically neutral. Wearing for long distance stuff, I think this could easily be a really good sport touring helmet. Noise? It's bad. It's a race helmet. The least concern was noise. If you don't wear earplugs, the noise is incredibly noticeable and very, very loud. You're gonna fucking hear everything. And anyway, I'd say to everyone you need to wear earplugs, or at least those, you know, plug phones, but still, you need to be wearing earplugs realistically. Looks are incredibly subjective thing, as everyone knows. Everyone has the scary thing called an opinion. Personally, this is one of the best helmets I've seen out there. You do have the likes of, you know, the Rock helmets and some of the Icon helmets, which, you know, I'm going to be having a discussion on very, very soon. This is definitely one of the better looking helmets, especially with the dark visor. I think that the Rossi graphics, it's either the plain or the Rossi graphics that I think look best. I'd say don't really bother for the regular graphics. If you want to get something with an interesting design, just get the Rossi graphics. Not only are most of them high vis, but they look a lot better. How does it fit with an intercom? Shit, I think. With a touring helmet or a sport touring helmet like the Vector, compatibility with an intercom is going to be important, because a lot of people like to ride with music, as I do, and for long distance stuff it's going to keep you from getting bored. Or if you're chatting to someone, you know, if you have a pillion or someone else you're touring with. In this helmet, it's incredibly iffy. They have like these pad things that are supposed to hold the intercom speakers on, and they just press the speakers into the side of your fucking head. What I'd recommend doing is, if you've got something like a Cena, more than likely you're going to be getting like a circular fuzzy disc that has 3M tape, 3M adhesive on the opposite side. Take out the little pad things that the helmet has and stick those in, because it's going to be so much more comfortable. Fitting a microphone in here, it's really iffy. Where the chin guard is, they have this weird material over the front that means that you can't stick anything to it, so very often you're stuck with shoving a boom mic into your helmet, which is not the best route to go. Well, shoving it into the cheek pad, which not only becomes uncomfortable on long distance stuff, it's very shaky with the boom mic sometimes. There is a turbulence sometimes with the mic, I think, which is caused by this. And that's the next point we're going on to. Okay, so let's just go on to motor vlogging with this helmet. Quite a major problem is that with this helmet, as you can see, you can't really get a central sort of viewpoint, so you're sort of stuck with having to mount it on an angle. Mounting a microphone in here, let's say Purple Panda mic, it's going to be a bit tight as well, because you're going to be needing to get all the connectors on and everything, and then you're going to have to loop it around the back of the neckline in the helmet, which is not fun to do, to say the least. Yeah, with doing that, you do sometimes end up with a bit shitty sound. I'd say if you want to go for this helmet, you either want to go for this front chin mount, which if you're using with an intercom is going to be a bit shitey, but you know, just gonna have to put up with that. Or you do it on the side, which I personally wouldn't do, just because it's, you know, I don't really like the look of it, and I think it's a little bit iffy with safety. But overall, I would say this helmet is worth it. For this price point, you're getting an incredibly good race helmet, which looks good, feels good, performs good, protects good. Yeah, I'd say it'll be worth all the money you put into it. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening to my bullshit. I'll catch you guys later. So yeah, see you.